So, the title of this video is Turning 30 Unemployed and Rebuilding. So, I'll be 30 in about, wow, a month and some change, honestly. I just really looked at it. It's really hitting me because I had to make a conscious decision to walk away from a job, even though the pay was good. I had to walk away from it because it didn't fit me. And I felt like if I continued to work at this job, I wouldn't have been happy. And I know a lot of people might be like, some people might say on the video, well, in the economy that we're in, jobs are hard to find right now. And, it's important that you work and, you got to do what you have to do. You have to put all your feelings and your emotions to the side. But I'm coming on here because I feel like some of the people in my life don't really truly understand where I'm coming from. And I feel such a big disconnection from people in general. And I feel like this is just my own personal therapy to come and just express my feelings and everything I'm going through. So, currently at the moment, yes, I am currently unemployed at the moment. However, I have been applying to jobs. I have been looking, and I'm not gonna lie, it's a big disappointment. A couple of weeks ago, I want to say I went to go get my guard card renewed again, so I had to come out of pocket, pay for that, and do everything I needed to do. And then I'm just like, going on like with the commute, and not having my car yet. It's just a whole bunch of stuff that's really like bothering me, and I feel like I'm in a position where I'm so stagnant, and there's like certain situations that are happening with certain people in my life to where I have zero tolerance for bullshit. Like, I really don't. And I wanted to come on here and express that this doesn't mean that I'm giving up. This doesn't mean that I'm going to stop doing what I need to do. No, because for one, my resume is good. Two, I told myself, I said in the shower, I said, you know what? I am the God of my reality, and that everything comes to me easily and effortlessly. And that, opportunities are coming my way every single day. And just because one job said no or another door closed means that there will be more opportunities that will open. And I wanted to share this because I want to let people know, whomever is going through a similar situation, understand that you're not alone. Because I feel like a lot of people come on here and they show the good stuff. They show whether they got the car, they show this, they show that, but they don't show you everything that they're going through to get to where they need to be. And the reason I feel such a disconnection is because this is why I like to go to the beach, and I just like to really sit, because this has affected me in so many ways. This has literally affected me. Like, before, I had a really good job, but there was also current situations in that job. And there was a lot of it was just a lot. It wasn't good. And I'm not going to say where I worked, but it just, like, the people that I worked with, the environment, it was very toxic, and it was taking a toll on my mental health. And I decided to express this and talk to this with a family member of mine, which was my uncle. And then he put me down and made me feel like I was a total failure. So I ended up deleting my social media, and I was like, fuck it. Like, why should I continue to go on if, people are already painting this negative story about me, saying that Alizé doesn't have anything, she hasn't amounted to anything, and, she'll never amount to anything. And it's just like, people have always put me down in my family, and that's why I don't talk to my family, because I really don't have nobody and I feel alone. So what I decided to turn to, I turned to source. I turned to the vastness of the ocean, because at least I feel like I'm being listened to, and I feel like I'm being heard. When humanity is constantly knocking on your door, or one minute they're praising you and then the next minute they're like, oh, one minute you get something, you do something, and then when you lose out, or you might lose your place, you might lose your car, or you might be in a position where you're homeless, right? And then people just turn their back on you, and they're just like, oh, you ain't got nothing. or you. Ooh, my bad. I think that's toothpaste or skin, but it really affected me mentally, spiritually, and emotionally. And it's not like I'm going day to day by not doing anything that I don't really care about my life, because that's not true. I do care about my life. You know what I'm saying? It's not like I'm going to stay stuck in this position forever. No, it could be worse. It really could be worse. Like I went in a situation. I went to go live with my mom, and it didn't turn out the way I wanted it to turn out. I was tired of being everyone's punching bag, you know? And it's so crazy because when I look at it, I really proved to myself that I can get approved for a place, because I did get approved for an apartment. I just didn't have all of the money to move in. And then I ended up getting fired from my past job. And it really stuck with me still to this day. And I told myself, one thing, regardless of what I've gone through, regardless of the trials, even though I have to start over from scratch, even though I'm working to get back into being employed, even though I have to apply to jobs, do interviews, and just do it all over again, I'm like, I'd rather do that than to be put in a worse situation, because about 5 years ago it wasn't the best. So I will say this. I just wanted to come on here and just share my piece and say that this isn't stopping me. Like I said, I've been applying to jobs, and I've decided to come back on YouTube and just, do a video, most likely every day, not for views, but just to really vent and get myself allow myself to mentally heal. Because I have a lot of other things I want to talk about regarding so much that's been going on, and how, like I said, I feel like a huge disconnect in humanity. I'll talk more about that in another video, but I just wanted to say, if you're somebody that's going through a similar situation, or you are in the same situation, I do want to let you know that, you're never alone, and that just because you're in this situation currently doesn't mean that it's going to last forever, right? Especially if you know that you're doing everything that you need to do and what you can to get to the next step that you need to get to. So don't allow what other people might say or how other people might feel about you, because the world is tricky. Dr. Maya Angelou said it herself. People are fickle. One minute they're gonna praise you, and then the next they're going to they're gonna put you down. They're gonna demonize you. They're gonna make you feel as if though you're not worthy enough, or as if though, you haven't done anything with your life, you're not going anywhere. But it doesn't matter what age you are, because I say this, even though I might be turning the big 3-0, I can honestly say that I'm in a way better position than I was before, okay? And despite what I'm going through mentally, despite what I'm going through financially, I know that the ball's going to keep moving, because I'm not going to stop here. I'm going to keep moving. So, that's all I wanted to say, and that's all I'm sharing. Y'all have a good one.